Hi, I'm Maria Bailey, and I'm the CEO of BSM Media and the author of Marketing to Moms, Trillion Dollar Moms, and my newest book, Marketing to the Modern Mom. And for 25 years, I've been connecting brands with the mom consumer. They spend $2.1 trillion in the US economy, and if you're watching this video, you probably want to sell something to a mom. And in today's mom market, we're looking a lot at the Gen Z mother and the millennial mom. Although I'm a big proponent for the grandmothers, you don't want to forget that boomer generation and the Gen Xer because they have a lot of buying power. And to understand how to market to a mom, you need to really understand their motivations. So across all generations, there's actually some commonalities, and that is that moms have particular motivators in buying product or services from companies. And so let's talk a little bit about what motivates a mom to buy a product, because when you know those motivations, you're able to plug in marketing tactics that actually make sense to her. So the first one, she wants to solve problems, okay? So moms are busy people, as we all know, and she juggles a lot of things. So it's more important when you're marketing to her to talk about the solutions that your product offers rather than the actual product features. That's a big mistake that a lot of folks make, and that's a few years ago, I was working with a company and they wanted to pack on their packaging every single feature that their piece of technology had. When in actuality, moms just viewed that piece of technology as solving a problem for her and her family. And they could have eliminated all the techie stuff and all of the things that it could do because what they were missing was how it solved a problem for mom. So when you're marketing to her, you want to focus more not on the product elements and features, but on the solution that it offers. And which leads me to just a reminder that as you're thinking about your marketing tactics, this is where Pinterest comes into play. And a lot of marketers, I think it's the most overlooked platform when it comes to marketing to moms. A lot of marketers forget about Pinterest, but moms go to Pinterest because they're looking for solutions. And if you look at the way moms search and Google and try to find products, they actually Google or put into the search with AI the problem that they have and looking for a solution to that problem. So any content that you create with an influencer or content creator or in your email, which is again a very effective way to get to moms, make sure that is solution oriented. So she's very busy, she's looking and seeking solutions. She wants to raise happy, healthy children. And that's a big, big motivator. So as you think about your products, how do you help mom raise a happy, healthy child? Is it that you are a donut company and your donuts or your little muffins create that like moment in a busy day where she can have 5 minutes to bond with her child? Does that contribute to the happy, healthy child? Probably. So you want to think about how you can contribute and speak to her in a way that allows her to know that you're her partner on this journey to raising a happy, healthy child. Okay, moms have ecosystems, and they're all motivated by these ecosystems that they develop. Now, what is a mom ecosystem? So let's take cooking dinner, for instance. Moms have systems of the way they do things. And if you maybe perhaps are a spouse and you come home at the end of the day and you're like, hey honey, how was your day? And she goes, oh my gosh, I got nothing done, right? Or you ask her to help and at that point and she says, no, I got it. I got my way, my system of doing things. Well, that's her ecosystem. So when it comes to preparing meals, maybe Monday she does a crock pot because it's easy to throw things into the crock pot. Maybe she has a system where she has chicken made for the whole week, and the first night it's a chicken, and then the next night it's a casserole, and the final night it's sandwiches or on top of a salad. That's an ecosystem. So if you have a product that you're selling to moms, think about how your product fits into her ecosystem, and that should be your marketing message to her. Again, it's not about the features of the product, it's about how she fits it into her lifestyle. She is motivated by the sense of accomplishment, and that is where that term, I got nothing done, I couldn't cross anything off of my list. She is motivated by that sense of accomplishment. So when you are talking or messaging to her, how do you contribute to that? How do you save her time? Do you make her feel better about herself? Do you keep the kids busy? What's the benefit that helps her accomplish more in her day? Can you use your product in more than one way? I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I was at a company that makes rubber containers. And I was sitting there and talking about the hundreds of ways that moms use these rubber containers. And it could be organizing crayons, it could be for Legos, it could be for leftovers. And the company was intent on, no, we are only a leftover company. Well, they were missing a big part of the usage that moms had for their product. So how can are your rubber containers stackable so that she can use them in a playroom? Are they the perfect portion for every member of the family? How do you save her time and money and efficiency, and best of all, give her that sense of accomplishment? And finally, don't forget that moms are motivated by friendly competition. Now, what is friendly competition? Friendly competition is when you get that Christmas card the day after Thanksgiving, and it's from that mom that has her act together, and you think, oh wow, that's a beautiful Christmas card. But in actuality, that mom is saying, look, I got my kids together all dressed nicely and got my Christmas cards out by the day after Thanksgiving. Friendly competition. So how can you create a little friendly competition that allows moms to aspire to be a little bit better or a little bit grander in the way that maybe she's doing it? Do you make it easy for her to have those matching outfits, or easy for her to get some, cupcakes to the classroom? Think about the motivations that moms have for using your product and the motivation that she has in her lives. If you align those motivations with your product and the benefits of your product, you are going to sell products to mom consumers. I'm Maria Bailey, and I am more than happy to answer any questions on marketing to moms. You can just email me, maria@bsmmedia.com. And if you go to BSM Media as well, you'll see a lot of case studies and a lot of ideas on how to connect with the mom consumer.